You know, 12 years ago this week, David Cronenberg invited me out onto this stage at the North American premiere of a brilliant movie, Spider. A dozen years and 4 films later, I am profoundly moved and deeply proud to be here again with David tonight in front of a hometown crowd presenting the North American premiere of Maps to the Stars. No one who is interested in cinema has been untouched by David's mastery of the medium, his genius for storytelling, and his uniquely subcutaneous creepiness. But those of us who have the pleasure of working with him know the value, the grace, no one values the grace with which he works and his particular love for the process of filmmaking, his love for his actors, and his love for his team. So on behalf of all of us who love you, David, and who love film, thank you for the privilege of letting us play with you in cinema. Tonight I'd also like to thank some of the people who helped us make this film possible. Entertainment One in particular, Patrice Darou, Benedict Carver, Mark Sloan, and Brian Listerman. I want to thank Telephone Canada, in particular, Carole Brabant and Stephanie Azam. I want to thank Karen Thornstone and her team at the OMBC, and of course the Harold Greenberg Fund. I want to thank my partners in Europe, Saeed Ben Saeed, Alfred Hermer, and before handing the podium back to Piers, who will introduce some of our special guests tonight, I'd like to introduce someone to you who I'm happy to have as a terrific producing partner. It's fair to say we wouldn't be here without his help and support, and I'm proud to call my friend, my producing partner, Michel Melt. Have a good evening.
So David needs no real introduction to this audience. His films have opened this festival twice. He's been on the stage many, many times before. Clearly one of the most internationally recognized directors right now. We're so proud to have him here, Toronto's own David Cronenberg.
Well, I'm very glad that Piers mentioned my novel, because you can pre-order on Amazon. It's called Consumed, and I want you all to do that. Forget about the iWatch, don't pre-order that, pre-order my novel. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we have I'll just start introducing this girl, this bunch of people who are bunched up off stage, who helped create this movie from the inside out. And the first one is the guy who's responsible for it all, who wrote the screenplay, a brilliant screenplay. If you don't like the movie, it's his fault. I just served the script, okay? So the maestro of Hollywood, all the things that Piers said and that Marty said that I'm known for, is really Bruce in this movie. Bruce Wagner. We have a classic of Canadian cinema and television. I've seen her work for many, many years and was really delighted to have her in this movie. Dawn Marino. And another actress, I mean, this is one of the joys of making a movie, especially here in Toronto, is that I get to find actors all over the world who I have admired for years and suddenly get a chance to have the role, the perfect role for them. And when you have a script like Bruce's, you can actually ensnare them because they love the writing and they love the idea of working in Toronto. So please welcome Olivia Williams. Also, I get to kiss them all, and that's really good. Along those lines, another local babe, who I've worked with 3 times already, and there's no stopping us, Sarah Gadon. There's a role in this movie that was incredibly difficult to cast. It was really the most difficult role to cast, and you'll see when you see the movie, you'll see why that is. And I was fortunate to find a brilliant young actor who wasn't even not Canadian. And really, it was, he's a treasure. He's a treasure and a gem, and he's quite brilliant in this movie, Evan Berg. And there's another guy who I've worked with a couple of times in the last 2 movies, and once again, he's a babe too, and I enjoy kissing him as well, and I'm sure you would too. Pattinson. He's pretty shy, but he kiss a lot. Another actor who I've actually met years ago in Toronto when he was shooting here, and we talked at length about working together, just waiting for the moment for that to happen. And this movie was it, and he, I'm sure you'll agree, has a fantastic pedigree, both in and out of Hollywood. John Cusack. Okay, I'm checking my phone to make sure I haven't forgotten anybody. And it seems that I almost did. Someone, once again, I know it's kind of boring to say, but it's absolutely true. You grow up with someone, you see someone who is fantastic in everything that she does, and you think it would be a dream and a fantastic, blessing to work with someone like that. And you sometimes don't think it's actually going to happen, and then suddenly it really does. We had talked about this movie about somewhere between 5 and 8 years ago. I have a very bad time sense. And I thought the movie would never happen. And then when we finally got the money together, I approached her again about it and asked if she would be interested in still doing it. And she said yes. And you'll see the result. Julianne Moore. You see what we've got here, and you'll see them up there. I have no doubt that you'll be interested in seeing the movie, and I actually think you will like it as well. Thank you very much.